Hi guys, our journey back home begins right now. We're leaving the Ho Chi Minh hotel. We literally booked a flight back home 5 days ago and fingers crossed none of it is gonna be cancelled. So we've booked the soonest flight we could that doesn't take like 30 hours to be in the airport and air with like two transfers. So we got 18 hours two flights from Ho Chi Minh to Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, and then from there to London Heathrow. And as of today, flights are still on. They're not cancelled, and gosh, fingers crossed it's gonna stay that way. So off we go to the airport. We just bought our last set of masks, but look what else they've got. These binders. Maybe that's worth considering rather than glasses. What do you think, guys? Let me know in comments. Going a bit crazy. We getting gloves, like the whole pack of gloves, because they don't sell singular ones here, and the singular ones are some kind of posh bags, posh gloves, so we're getting that. Yeah, it's better to wear them at the airport so you don't touch anything with your hands that could, come on, that could have the virus. I hope we're not gonna catch it, Jesus, and protect our family. We just got into one of the cafes and we are not even allowed to stay here. We're not allowed to eat in. Only take takeaway. This coronavirus is just making everything harder, and we got our flight in 7 hours, whole 7 hours, and I'm not willing to spend that much time at the airport if I don't have to, but I'm afraid all the restaurants are gonna tell us off for sitting in them, like literally not allow us. So yeah, I don't know where we're gonna go, and it's so hot outside, you really need to stay in air-conditioned environment. Literally, this place will be fined by police if we stay sitting here, but I don't understand, is it only for tourists or locals as well? Because there are like 4 of them just sitting comfortably. Is this discrimination? We're wearing masks, we're not gonna infect anyone. What is this about? They don't even wear masks. Should we give McDonald's a go and see if we can sit in there? Temporary closure, dine-in service. That's for McDonald's, so you can only get a takeout from a window. Let's try the shopping mall. Maybe they will allow us to stay there. And we're in a shopping mall. Luckily there is almost no one here. I mean, on ground floor there were a few people. We're trying to get to the food level 5, but it's all closed. You cannot get there, so I think we'll have to just sit in this closed cafe for a bit. At least it's air conditioned here and there is less people, meaning less risk to get a virus.
Well, just there. Oh my goodness.
So we're made to sit on a bench there rather than in this closed cafe. Why? Why not here? Oh, okay, it's the property of this cafe, so cannot sit here. Alright, at least can stay in, that's good. Before we fly, we still got a few hours left and we decided to eat. So the vegan restaurant we found is this one, organic. But from yesterday, all the restaurants in Vietnam are not allowed to let people dine in. So the only option is to get a takeout, and that's what we're doing.
Right, now we need to find some comfortable place and have all this healthy goodness.
Yeah, probably we'll just sit on someone's motorbikes, or maybe with security guards out there.
Outside there, they will probably like start shouting, pointing guns at us.
Oh my gosh. Here is the note in front of all of the restaurants. Due to coronavirus, we temporarily close. From yesterday, customers are only allowed to get a takeaway. And this is real, it's happening. We're eating next to the security guards. But it's better than out on the street there. At least it's a bit more quiet here. And we're in the shadow. Right, it's time to get to the airport, and we're gonna be using the public transport, going by the bus. There's so many of them, such an easy connection, and so much cheaper than Grab. Remember, we're traveling on budget. So Grab would cost us over 100,000, whereas the bus, it's about 30,000 for exactly the same distance, for exactly the same time. And not a lot of people travel in buses, so with wearing masks we're not gonna be in trouble for catching the virus, so we're good. Alright, so the ticket is only 5,000 dong per person, and then times 2 tickets as well for our baggage, so it's still super cheap, so much better than the Grab, and yeah, there is almost no one in the bus.
Didn't spend a lot of time here.
Oh no!
We're planning to come back to Vietnam later when everything is good.
Oh, I've been a month in Vietnam, I see all Vietnam.
And front of the airport is all empty. No cars, only few buses and us. Right, let's get to our flight. We still got like 3 hours, but it's okay. Oh my goodness, look at this. All of the flights are cancelled on the big board. Wait. There. All red, all cancelled. Oh my goodness. Are they flying at all? Kuala
No,
Lumpur.
it's cancelled, at least for today.
Cargo.
The cargo only.
Oh my goodness, that's still earlier time, but what about our flight? Oh, come on, roll to the next one. Oh, it was all good online. Right, few more slides. All cancelled. It rolled again. Wait, that's arrivals. Oh crap, we're looking at the wrong board. That's arrivals. So, whoa, everything is not flying in here, apart from cargo. That could mean our flight is not getting in here. Oh my goodness. Right, let's go and check. Right, trying to get to departure level, because signs are not clear. And where are we? It's oh my goodness, have you ever seen so empty airport? This is like a zombie moment where everyone will be running out of those gates in a moment. This is such an empty airport. But God, oh my goodness, I still didn't see the board to say whether our flight is on or not. Oh, I'm panicking. Your flight okay?
Sorry?
Your flight okay?
Not so soon. In 7.
Yeah, we have 7 o'clock as well.
Oh, where are you going?
Yeah, to Kuala Lumpur.
Oh, same as us.
Oh, same, the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the board doesn't show the times yet.
Yeah, where you brought the ticket direct from the MAS airline?
Uh,
Are you taking the MAS, Malaysia airline?
Malaysian Airlines. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Very soon. Yeah, I think too early right now.
We just met a person from the same flight that we're gonna board in a moment. What's a coincidence?
Okay. So
This is a disaster. Look how empty this airport is. My goodness. Okay, a board. Let's have a look. Kuala Lumpur, Malaysian Airline. This one. It's not. Yay! It's not cancelled yet. Among all the other flights being cancelled. I'm so relieved. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then other ones are all cancelled. Yeah, they're all cancelled. Procedure begins. Yes, safety first. Doctor arrived at the airport. There is only one section of the airport open where we're queuing up now to get checked in. And yeah, people still stand pretty close to each other. We're trying to keep our distance of 2 meters. And luckily there is no one coughing, and hopefully there won't be anyone on future flights or airports. But yeah, we're super ready. We've got our gloves, we've got our masks, and emergency goggles if we will need them later. You know, in case someone sneezes or coughs straight in our face.
In case you want to feel so fashionable, you cannot resist the temptation. And you put those swimmer goggles on.
Don't give it away! Yes, those are swimmer goggles, but you will see them later. I am not over exaggerating with those. Some people even wear like rain covers or those hats with visors, like the glass cover for the whole face. I mean, I was thinking to buy those, but even in these masks, it's so hard to breathe. I don't know how it would be with the visors. How would the air get in at all? Yeah, and I don't think they're great because the air goes under with the virus anyway, so you need to wear a mask regardless. This is very bad. So I'm after buying some drinks or something, and the only shop open is this on the whole terminal, and I just asked if there is anything open past the gates, and the guy said he doesn't know. He cannot guarantee that things will be open. It depends on the companies and the government. Well, there should be something open because people will want to drink and they will want to eat. Yeah, it would be terrible if it would be all closed. Wouldn't be humane. Let's find out and see. The disappointing part is that on this Ho Chi Minh airport, they didn't measure temperature or didn't do anything at the entrance. There were no scanning devices that I could see that would measure our temperature. There was a guard at the entrance, but he didn't do anything. I don't know, was he playing games or something?
He was watching some comedy show.
Yeah, the typical stuff. And yeah, there are not too many people, so it would be easy to, you know, check everyone. So, what do we think about that then?
Not impressed.
Nuh-uh. We're almost getting our check-in done. It takes like half an hour for 2-3 people to get baggage drop and get the check-in ticket. Yeah, they actually do measure the temperature right here when they check you in, and probably check a few other things. I seriously don't know why it's taking so long. Right, yay, our turn now.
Let's go.
There we go. They're asking for a phone number in our country. Hey, I'm good. I'm super happy. Got our tickets. Going back home. Yay! pretty much all the shops are closed or fully closing down as we speak. This is the duty-free area, by the way. But we're in a search for some open place where we can at least buy drinks. Hey, go to our gate and water stand with some drinks. Hey. Oh my goodness, look at the price. The price is $180 US. That's such a rip-off. You can get this kind of size bottled water for 5,000 dong in town. And well, hello, how much? And Vietnamese? 42,000 compared to 5,000. It's still the same country. What's going on? Jesus. Well, I only got enough of money for 2 of them then. That's a shame. Ta-da! I am ready to fly. Ready for coronavirus. There are few people actually coughing and sneezing, so we'll keep the masks on for the whole flight. Luckily it's only 2 hours, but I don't think we're gonna be able to do it for the second flight. 14 hours. No, we'll have to take it off to at least eat and drink. But at least, good story, we're getting on a plane, yay! It's like on the bus, we're getting the double seats. Hey! Part 1 of our trip is complete. We're just arrived in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. Gosh, it was super cold on the plane. Glad I had the jumper with me in the backpack. The only thing I'm upset about with the Malaysian airline is the food. We pre-ordered vegetarian and actually paid extra, and they didn't even have it on the list. So they didn't have it on the plane at all. Luckily they gave us one and that they had for themselves, for the staff crew. And then yeah, another one was fish. So we have to actually go and speak to the staff about this, because for the next flight for 14 hours, this is not acceptable for us to be made eat something we don't want to eat. And especially that we paid for it as well. Apparently we shouldn't even pay for it. We booked our flight through Skyscanner. So I don't know if it's Skyscanner or like trip.vietnam.
Yeah, we booked it through trip.com, but it seemed like they did work with Skyscanner, and yeah, that's how we booked it.
Oh, so maybe they tricked us instead of the airline here. Well, either way, one to the other didn't pass the information. Let's check the boards. Right. Oh my goodness, look at it. Everything else, almost everything else, is cancelled apart from our Heathrow flight. I am so glad this is actually happening. We're flying home. Yay! This is so funny. They've got a roundabout at the airport to which gates you have to go to, and that's the whole roundabout reason. Get to our plane. We actually have to take a bus to take us to the right terminal, and check this out. They spaced out boxes where people are supposed to stand. Even the seats have a cross to say, no, don't sit here. All that to keep the safe distance and stop spreading coronavirus. We took that train to another gate, another terminal as I understand, all to realize that the gate changed while we were on that train, so we have to take a bus to get back to the correct gate. Oh, an hour more and we're gonna be on another flight. At Kuala Lumpur airport, everything is also shut. because there are no people flying. I mean, I've seen few shops being open and one money exchange place. I mean, for such a big airport, it's still minimum amount of open shops. Yeah, and this is how it looks. Pretty much no one here, mainly workers, which is very good, lower chance of getting the virus. It's just the highest risk is at the planes, I would say. And there were even some people wearing full rain covers and another person with fully like waterproof goggles, like I was playing around with before, but like workers goggles, which we were actually looking for to get but didn't find them. I don't think they would be needed because no one was sneezing like right at us. Well, so far it's going good. We're in a waiting area for the flight to UK and I'm actually shocked how many people don't wear masks. No wonder the virus spread so quick over there. Right, we're gonna speak to the airline guys about our food. Do we even have the food we selected for this big flight? Let's check.
Hello.
Because we didn't book directly with the airline but through trip.com, the trip.com didn't pass the message through about the vegetarian option, the special food requirement, and apparently they don't do it at all, so it's a scam if you book it through trip.com because they're not going to pass your dietary requirements even if you paid for them extra. And to avoid this you have to call Malaysian airline directly and you call them directly and request your details. So we asked for proof that we didn't get the vegetarian food so we can claim it back from the trip.com. RTA, here we go, our receipt. We actually got non-vegetarian one, it's with prawns. Yeah. For dinner we had vegetarian, but then that's it. The service ended on that. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I don't know what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
I don't know anymore.
Yeah, regardless if you order vegetarian or vegan options, you still get whatever you get for breakfast. So, yes.
Which is super bad. Super bad. I never had that with any other airlines I flew with, and we flew quite a bit. We landed! Yeah! Gosh, we're in UK! Yeah, but we still cannot get out of the plane. We have to wait for the quarantine office to let us get out. Probably the staff has to let them know that no one has symptoms and we're all good to go. I hope everyone was good on this plane.
Except from the dude who was coughing half the way.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we actually managed to keep the masks on throughout the whole flight. I thought I would suffocate like before this flight, but no, it was actually alright. We've been just taking it off for the food time, and yeah, wearing gloves, changing them actually quite a bit. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, almost there. Yeah, we're good to go. So there was actually a person coughing that they've been measuring a temperature, and I don't know if they tested him or something, but we're good.
Once again,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. You may disembark on the aircraft now. Thank you.
Yay! So they actually been spraying something into the aircon before we landed, and this happened on the both flights. I don't know if it's just some fragrance or a bacteria killer as well. Don't know, but it didn't affect breathing at all, and it smelled nice. So. All good. And we're out of plane! Oh my gosh! Yeah, finally we're in the UK! Why it's so cold! I'm glad I've got the coat with me. Oh my gosh, it's only 2 degrees compared to 30. And that's it, we're officially out on UK soil. Welcome to Heathrow. Terminal 4. The odd thing is that we haven't been told anything about isolating ourselves, nothing about quarantine. There was just one announcement on the plane: if you feel unwell or have a cough, report to the staff of the plane. But there were people coughing, and some of them didn't even have masks. I don't think this was nicely dealt with, correctly dealt with. Yeah, we're all just let out. I mean, was there anything I missed? Was I asleep?
No, you only missed all the people that were coughing.
Ah.
And that's about it. The majority of passengers didn't wear any masks. I'm not talking about even gloves or anything else. So.
Yeah, this is very, very worrying because the virus can spread in between us, and if they're not testing coughing people or letting them have masks or insisting on having masks, that's bad. That's just gonna spread even worse.
Well, the interesting case was that the guy that was coughing all the flight, they checked his temperature, and the temperature checked out as 36.5.
Oh, that's good.
So, yeah, that's good, but he was coughing and showing some sort of symptoms. So, even if the temperature of all the people is fine, it guarantees nothing. So, it's better to be safe regardless. If anybody shows or coughs,
Yeah.
Just regardless, be respectful to everybody around you and stay safe yourself as much as possible.
Yeah, wear a mask and get yourself tested, regardless. You don't want your family to be ill. Well, anyway, we're home. We're in UK. Our parents are gonna pick us up. So yeah. Anyway, bye bye.
Anyway.